not for you. Don't you dare to congregate, I'm right for you. Plastic faces everywhere, made just for you.
What's up, Hollywood Horror Film Club, Ghostface, and Michael Myers collectors? Thank you for joining me here on another video here on the channel today for my review of the new slasher movie, Hard Eyes. But before we start, please hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps us out in the algorithm. Smash the bell notifications to be notified when I go live or upload new videos here on the channel. Comment below, share these videos with everyone you know, and follow us on Instagram for more horror content. Yeah, so I just got back. Or depending when you watch this video later, but right now I just got back from watching Hard Eyes, fresh on my mind. So yeah, Hard Eyes, directed by Josh Ruben, released February 7, 2025, starring Olivia Holt, Mason Gooding, obviously, you know, he plays Chad in the Scream movies, Jordan Brewster, Devin Sawa from Chucky, also from SLC Punk, Latham Gaines, and Michaela Watkins. Yeah, so basically it's like a mixture. Like at first I thought it was gonna be like a straight up romantic movie with just a little bit of horror, but nah, it's a horror movie. It's a slasher movie. It's your classic slasher movie, just mixed with some of the Valentine's Day themes of the holiday, you know. And you know what, I liked it. It was an awesome movie. It's a fun movie, honestly. It was a great movie to watch. Basically, remember, this is a spoiler review, so if you haven't seen the movie, go watch it. But this is a spoiler review. I'm gonna start getting into spoiler territory right here. So basically, it's a movie about, what's it called? It's a movie about a guy named Jay and a girl named Allie, and they what is it called? They meet at a coffee shop by coincidence. They ordered the same coffee, blah, blah, blah. Then it turns out that Jay's also working at her internship where she works at. He was hired to be like a product manager or something like that to make promotions. Allie gets in trouble for making a promotion that doesn't go well with the guidelines of the company. So they hire Jay, you know, because of that. Also, the movie before that starts off with a couple like at a winery getting married or proposing to each other. And what is it called? There's a photographer from far away trying to capture, you know, that right shot when the guy is kneeling down, you know, but it doesn't happen right. And the groom calls angry to get the shot right exactly. And next thing you know, once he hangs up the phone, he's gonna call him again, and the guy gets killed. Hard Eye stabs him he stabs the camera and ends up stabbing his face with a machete. Next thing you know, the girl takes away the phone from the guy as he's calling the photographer. And as she turns around, Hard Eyes kills her groom with a, what is it called? A bow. Like a bow and arrow thing, a bow, you know, a bow that you shoot with a bow and arrow, like one of those bows with like the little tails of heart. So he shoots it at him he has a crossbow as well too. Hard Eyes has a crossbow to shoot the bow and arrows, and he has a machete and a hunting knife with serrated teeth on it. So yeah, that's pretty much the intro to that. What is it called? Oh yeah, no, before that also the girl gets killed. She runs into like some abandoned what is it called, abandoned like factory or something like that, and she goes into like this hydraulic press, and Hard Eyes is trying to open the door to the hydraulic press because she's inside hiding, and he's trying to get her out to kill her, you know. She slams his hands with the metal door like 2 or 3 times, and he gets hurt. Next thing you know, though, he goes to the control panel and he presses the green button for the hydraulic press to start closing on itself. And it ends up, you know, crushing the girl, and she pops and all that stuff and all the gore and all that stuff. Yeah, I should have said the intro first, but yeah, that's the opening kill of the movie. 3 people get killed. And then after that, like I said, we meet Allie and Jay, and they meet at the coffee shop by coincidence. And next thing you know, Jay's also working at Allie's internship, you know, and they're working on the same promotional project together. So yeah, So then, yeah, you also have what is it called? The detectives. What's it called? Hobbs and Shaw again, just like in Scream Five. Hobbs and Shaw, which is Devon Sawa, and let me see the other lady's name because Jordan Brewster. I think she's from Fast and the Furious. Yeah, I think she's from Fast and the Furious. Well, yeah, they're playing the detectives and all, investigating the murders. They find the dead bodies at the winery, and then the chick that's squashed up, that got squashed up. Okay, so yeah, in the night, Allie and what's it called? Jay need to go. What is it called? They go on like a so-called, I guess, date, but it's actually just a business dinner, so they could discuss ideas for the next promotional project. So they go, they're chilling there. They have this weird talk about love and stuff. It's all going by. Jay gets offended. He's about to leave. Next thing you know, Allie sees her boyfriend with another girl, and her and Jay kiss, try to make the boyfriend, I guess, think that she has a what is it called, a boyfriend as well. And that's where they mess up, because that's when Hard Eye starts stalking them. He sees them kiss, and that's what that sets the target for Hard Eyes. That sets the target for Hard Eyes. So yeah, after that, they get a ride to Allie's apartment and stuff, to go home and stuff like that. They're riding in the car, and they get like some kind of Uber, and they're gonna drop off Allie first, at her house. But turns out that she forgot the keys to her freaking apartment inside her drawer or something like that, So freaking Jay gets out of the car. He ends up breaking the window for her, and they go upstairs. She's curing his hand, because he like got glass on it when he broke the window. After that, what is it called? After that, they have like a romantic moment, and she gets up to put away like her personal vibrator, or whatever you want to call it, and she opens the closet door, and Hard Eyes is there. And you know what? The moment that she opens the closet door, it took me back to Halloween 2018, when Michael was right there at the closet door when Vicky opens it. And yeah, Hard Eyes is right in the closet, opens the door. He's starting to try to kill them, what is it called? I was going to call him Chad. Jay tackles him down. He holds him off for a little bit. Then they both run into like some kind of room or something, and they tie the doorknob with Jay's belt, and Hard Eyes isn't able to get through. After that, they run out of the apartment, and Hard Eyes is right behind them, and they're telling yeah, Hard Eyes gets through the door. Yeah, he gets through the door. And then what is it called? They're running back to the Uber because it's still outside. And what is it called? Right before they get to it, Hard Eyes throws a dart. One of his he uses the crossbow, and he kills the Uber driver, or cab driver, whatever, and his head just pops. Blood all over. I love the gore in the movie too. It was awesome. From there, Allie and Jay, they end up running off to some kind of abandoned like facility or carnival or something like that. And what is it called? Hard Eyes is right behind them, and they start fighting in like this dark alleyway or something like that. What is it called? I think Jay gets Jay. What is it called? Hard Eyes has Allie like in like some kind of hold, and then Jay comes behind them and tries to take him off her. They're fighting for a second, but then Hard Eyes knocks Jay back on his back, and he hits his head, and he starts bleeding. Allie takes off, and that's when you get the whole merry-go-round scene with Hard Eyes. Allie's hiding on it. He turns it on, makes it spin faster. He goes on there, and they start fighting on it as well. That's crazy as hell, dude. That's crazy as hell. They start fighting on it. But next thing you know, Allie jumps off. Hard Eyes loses his machete, but then he picks it up, and he's on his way to kill Allie. But that's when the cops show up. And he disappears. Bam. He disappears. They go and get Allie. Next thing you know, they're saying that they found Jay wearing the mask and the costume. So Jay was like the red herring. They were trying to make him seem like the red herring. It was so cool, dude. This movie's so badass. So yeah, Jay was literally the red herring. They take him into the station. They're questioning him. Devon Sawa and what is it called? Detective the Janet or something like that. I forgot her name too well. But yeah, they're interviewing him. Devon Sawa's getting all crazy, and tough, and she tells him to leave, and then she starts talking to him more softly, blah blah blah. And then what is it called? Allie's outside telling them that they got the wrong guy, and then the detectives are telling what is it called, Jay, that that he's a freelancer, and that some of his dates that he's been traveling match with some of the dates that Hard Eyes has been killing in other locations, because he's been there too as well. So yeah, they're trying to pin the whole Hard Eyes thing on him, They're trying to pin it on him at the moment. After that, though, the lights go off in the police station, and what is it called? Hard Eyes is there, and he's just he starts killing everyone, man. He starts killing everyone. He stabs one of the fat cop ladies with the American flag, the sharp tip of it. Boom, he stabs it through her, picks her up. She's all bleeding, and then he just throws her. And then he's trying to fight Allie. He turns on his night vision goggles. That was pretty cool as hell. That was cool as hell. And then the what is it called? Allie runs to the hallway, and then she finds the other female cop right there. And what is it called? Hard Eyes is right behind Allie, and the other female cop tells her to go run behind her and like run away. And she it's off screen though, but you hear the female cop shooting at Hard Eyes, and right there. Oh yeah. Also before that, there's a creepy IT guy. That was fixing a computer before Hard Eyes started killing everyone in the police station. I already knew who the killers were. Especially after when we only when off screen we hear the gunshots from the female detective. When we didn't get a shot of Hard Eyes actually getting shot, that's when I was like, there it is. Next thing you know, Allie goes into what is it called? Jay's room where they're interrogating him, and what is it called? She goes and tries to find. Wait, hold on. Actually, before that, before that, not yet. Before that, Devon Sawa's character leaves the interrogation room where Jay is, and he goes and tries to kill. Find whatever's happening, you know, because there's gunshots going on in the police station. So yeah. So Devon Sawa goes, and then he finds what is it called? Hard Eyes standing in the alley, just looking at him. He does like, I guess, a little head turn. I think I saw that. Not too sure, but yeah. And next thing you know, Hard Eyes just chops Devon Sawa's character in the groin. He just chops him in the groin, dude. God, Devon Sawa's just like you know. And next thing you know, he just slices him in the face with a machete, and this blood just squirts all over the what is it called? His picture on the wall. And then after that, that's when Allie finds Jay. But before that, she finds Jay. But after that, Hard Eyes comes in, and he's trying to kill Jay with the machete, and Jay's right there with the chain all tied to his freaking hand and stuff, you know, blah blah blah. And then Allie starts shooting through the, you know, in the interrogations room they have that window that only the cops on the other side could see through, but you can't see through it when you're inside. Well, she shoots through it, and she starts blasting at Hard Eyes randomly, but she does not hit him. Hard Eyes takes off. Bam. After that, they end up at a drive-in movie theater. It's a Valentine's Day night, you know, and there's couples everywhere. Bam, dude, that shit's crazy. So they're just right there in the drive-in movie theater. Before that, Allie almost got ran over, though. And then when they come out of the police station, and then Hard Eyes walks out as well, and he's just looking at them. They're like, "We're not together," and they're all hugging. It's pretty funny, dude. It's pretty meta as well. The jokes as well. But yeah, after that, they end up leading Hard Eyes to the Valentine's Day event, you know, where they're at the drive-in movie theater. A bunch of couples, Allie and Jay, are running through the mazes of cars, trying to hide, running into cars, you know, inside them. Hard Eyes is just walking around like nothing, bro. Like nothing, you know, like nothing, like it didn't even matter. Like people were just there singing, but it makes sense because in the beginning you also see kids wearing like Hard Eyes masks, so he's like got a cult following, you know. So it's not unusual to see someone wearing his mask, you know. But yeah, after that, Allie and Jay end up in a van where there's two like hippie or like rock and roll couple in there, you know, doing what adults do, you know, and they're right there talking, having their little like a little like romantic moment, opening up to each other as the hippie couple in the back of the van gets it on, you know. But they were getting it on so hard that Hard Eyes ends up hearing it, and what does he do? He goes to the back of the van. He kills the hippie couple. The hippie guy ends up falling back on his back, and Hard Eyes gets one of those old school like tire changers that's like a cross. If you're a mechanic, you know what I'm talking about. But it's one of those old school tire changers. To change tires, the metal ones that looks like a cross, literally. He gets it and stabs him in the mouth with it, bam, and then he gets the girlfriend's head and puts her mouth right on the other end of it, so they both get their mouths stabbed on the same tool, you know, on the same tool. So next thing you know, Allie and Jay run out, and that's when Hard Eye starts killing random people, just random people everywhere on the that are just running into him. You know, it really reminded me a lot of Freddy versus Jason when Jason ends up at the cornfield rave and he's just slashing random teenagers and stuff. That's what this scene reminded me of. Was Freddy versus Jason when Hard Eyes is just slashing different people running from him that are all scared. You know, he's going into cars and stabbing people. He's like taunting people through the window. It was badass. It was badass. Allie and Jay are about to get away, but Allie has like this moment where like, oh, we have to save these people. We brought Hard Eyes here. Man, I would have been out of there. But yeah, they go back. They fight for a second. What is it called? Jay ends up getting his, you know, hey, I'm gonna give Hard Eyes some credit though. He could fight. Hard Eyes could fight and punch, yo. He ends up punching the crap out of freaking Jay's face. He leaves him all bloody and bruised from the face. He's just on the floor. Now he's about to get killed with a machete, and what is it called? Allie comes with some metal like thing. I forgot what it was exactly, but it was this metal thing, and she smacks him on the head with it. And I guess she cracked his skull because he starts bleeding through the eyes. That was pretty cool. I like that. That was badass. Next thing you know, though, he snaps out of it and tries to go for her and tries to get her in a chokehold. And that's when Jay grabs the machete that Hard Eyes dropped and he stabs him with it. Boom. In the freaking in the back, and it comes out the chest. You know, bam, right there. And that's when that Hard Eyes. Yeah, now we're gonna get into it. That's when that Hard Eyes dies. They take off the mask and they're like confused because they don't even know who he is. You know. They don't even know who he is. So yeah, so that was the false ending, you know? That was the false ending. It's so meta, this movie. It reminds me of a Scream movie, more than Thanksgiving, honestly. But yeah, so yeah, Allie and Jay end up right there at outside of an ambulance, like every horror movie. Yes, we killed him. We defeated him. And something felt off because there's in every horror movie, there's always one last scare from the killer, and there wasn't none right there. So something just didn't feel right inside of me. I was like, nah, something's off, you know. So yeah, Allie and Jay are right there. Allie says, oh yeah, no, Jay asks Allie if he wants to go back to his house, you know, for the rest of Valentine's Day. But she's like, nah, I can't. So that's when Jay leaves with the detective lady, the lady from Fast and the Furious, and that lady is also having the hots for Jay as well, you know. But yeah, he takes off with her. Then what's it called? Allie goes back to her pad and stuff, you know. And then she calls up that other chick, her friend. I forgot her name. I forgot what her friend's name was, but that girl that's dating that Arthur guy, that rich Arthur guy. She calls him up and they ask her how she's doing. Is she okay? Blah blah blah. And then she's like, Hard Eyes, really? You guys stopped him or something like that? And then she asks her if she wants to go spend what is it called, the night in at their house or something like that. But then she's like, no, I messed up with Jay, blah blah blah. So she ends up running to the airport to find Jay, just like some '90s movie, you know, straight up. And but you know what happens? Hard Eyes ends up calling her. Hard Eyes ends up calling her, and he ends up telling her that he's still alive and that they got Jay at some kind of at the St. Valentine's Chapel, the abandoned St. Valentine's Chapel. So they go. Well, she goes. Allie, she gets there's a bunch of candles everywhere. It looks gothic as hell. Jay's right there in white. You know, it looked like they were gonna get married. It looked like bride and groom. You know, and then next thing you know, Hard Eyes is also right there, and then. Next thing you know, the reveal comes, and it was the IT guy. It was the nerdy IT guy. He just didn't have the glasses this time because he had glasses the first time I saw him in the when he was fixing the computer in the first scene he came out in. So when he revealed himself and took off the mask, I couldn't really recognize him for a second because he didn't have the glasses. But like, oh, it is the IT guy. I was like, I knew it. And then, you know, bada bing, bada boom, the other killer was the cop lady, that cop lady from Fast and the Furious. I forgot the cop lady's name. It was Jeanette or something like that. But yeah, they end up being the killers. They, what is it called? They say that killing couples is their kink, you know, it's their fetish, blah, blah, blah. All this crazy couple stuff, you know. It's crazy as hell. Because they all start fighting and stuff, you know. Allie's fighting. Allie's fights both of them for a second, you know. Before that, they give her a choice to an ultimatum, either like to give into her feelings of love or to kill herself, you know. Either to love Jay or kill herself, you know. Blah blah blah. So she ends up shooting Jay in the shoulder, but she ends up shooting also the lady in the cop lady in the stomach, and that's when the whole fight breaks out. They start fighting each other, machete swinging. Jay's still tied up and stuff, But next thing you know, what do you call as Ali and the cop lady are fighting? Jay gets pulled off by the other Hard Eyes killer, and Jay takes out one of his arrows and stabs him in the face with it through the eye and through the nose. So that's what takes him out, and he flips over on a bunch of candles and gets a bunch of hot candle wax poured on him. Ali and the cop lady are fighting and stuff, but what is it called? What is it called? Ali ends up. What is it called? How does she end up killing her? I kind of forgot already a bit. But yeah, they keep fighting right there, and so I think she stabs her a few times and ends up pushing her onto that St. Valentine's Day statue that has a sword out like that. She gets stabbed through it, and like I guess because of her body weight, she was kind of off the floor, so the bottom of her body gets ripped off, so she's decapitated. So her body falls on the floor, head falls on the floor, blood everywhere. So yeah, they have their little moment again. Ali and Jay. Before that though, we have the last scare. We have the last scare from the killer, and that was the male killer. He comes out crawling from the floor with all the hot wax poured on his head, all dry, and then he's about to attack Ali and Jay, but he ends up shooting him with a crossbow in the head. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The ending is pretty basic. They end up what is it called? They end up what is it called? They end up making the promotion for the company, and Ali leaves the job and stuff, you know. And then they end up, I guess, moving in together, whatever. Yeah, but there was 3 killers though. That was what was cool about this movie. There was 3 killers. It was so like Scream, and I know this review's pretty long, but it's because like I have a lot to say about it. Yeah, but this movie was cool. I like that there was 3 killers. One of the killers was cool because one of them was just a fanboy that just wanted in on the. He was just some psycho that just wanted in on the killing, you know. So they hired him. That was the guy they killed at the drive-in movie theater. The real killers was the cop lady and the IT guy. But also, Hard Eyes has like a cult following that there's also other people, I guess, that also don the costume, you know, and the mask. So it's not just them. It's like a cult. I feel like it's like a cult, you know. They're just some of the members, you know. But they do mention that like it's like a cult type thing, and that there's other people that wear the costume and commit crimes as well as Hard Eyes. So that gives it room for a sequel as well. But I love the gore. That's mainly what I went for, was the gore. But I left pretty surprised though. Even though I'm not like a romantic guy like that, it was an okay movie. It was a great slasher movie. I don't mind the romantic parts because it has to do with the holiday, you know, Valentine's Day. That's awesome. It really reminds me like of an early 2000s horror movie as well, just like Thanksgiving. It reminds me of the movie Valentine a lot, and Bloody Valentine. Yeah, but it's an awesome movie. It's great. I really recommend it. Yeah, and thank you for checking out this review, guys. Like I said, I really recommend the film. Go check it out. We gotta support these new slashers coming out. But yeah, thank you for joining me here on my Hard Eyes review. Hollywood Horror Film Club. Like I always say, please smash the like and subscribe button. Smash the bell notification to be notified when I go live or upload new videos here on the channel. Hit the comments below. Share these videos with everyone you know so we can keep making more horror content here on the channel. Follow us on Instagram for more horror content. Link down below in the description. And I'll catch y'all guys tomorrow at Horror Talk Wednesdays.